The contemporary Aboriginal art expresses First Nation cultures, tradition, and history. It has been considered fine art since the 1950s, but has existed for a long time. Independent Native artists gained attention first in the 1980s and, in the 1990s, have come to dominate the contemporary art scene. Many of them are now ranked among the leading visual artists working in Canada today. Most of the pieces of art from Aboriginal art are telling stories to teach lessons, strengthen cultural ties, to entertain, and to keep history alive. This reflected in the works of the legend painters, who are known for their depiction of imagery taken from spiritual and mythological traditions. We are now at the National Gallery of Canada.
Let's go inside. Let's go to the first gallery.
When we've been to the National Gallery of Canada, there was an exhibition about Charles Shaw and his art, but we couldn't take pictures of it. Charles Shaw was an Haida chief and master artist. He was a prestigious member of the powerful Status Eagle lineage. Charles Shaw was among the first professional Haida artists and was noted for his flawless execution of dynamic flowing forms in an otherwise strict and disciplined art tradition. He was tutored in Haida traditions by his uncle and was a professional artist for most of his life. His contribution to the world art are therefore not only hallmarked by exquisite works in gold, silver, ivory, argillite, and wood, but are also found in the recording and documentation of Haida language and culture. Now we are at the Canadian Museum of Civilization. In this grand hall, we have a big representation of the First Nation civilization, how the houses represents different part of the tribes. Every tribe has its own symbols and its own colors. They take parts of the cultures of each tribes to see the history of the First Nations. Here we have a totem of the tribe Quack Quack and Wak Wak. From the top to the bottom,
We can see that it represents many things in history of them. So each and every part represents something special.
for example, the last part is the door of the house. It represents a crow. The crow in this tribe's history and legends is a really important symbol. And we can see all from the bottom to the top, animals and humans
And,
all put together.
and you can see at the top, we can see a wolf who's biting the face of a human, but he's just giving information and transmitting his knowledge to humans, so he's not biting it.
And in the bear hands, we have the good and the bad bears. It represents the yin and the yang. And this is a bird. Totem.
I think that these totems are really impressive. Look at all the details. I would really like to have one in my yard.
Me too, I want one. Can I take this one?
I want the one there. The small one.
The small one.
Let me have it! Bill Reid was a Canadian Aboriginal artist whose works included jewelries, sculptures, screen printings, and paintings. His complete name is William Bill Ronald Reid Jr. He was born on January 12 in 1920 in Victoria in British Columbia. He died on March 13, 1998, at the age of 78 years old in Vancouver. The spirit of Haida Gwaii, the Black Canoe, is printed on our old $20 bills. His most popular works are three large bronze sculptures: the Spirit of Ida Gray, like said before, the Jade Canoe, and the Chief of the Undersea World. Reed received many honors in his life because of his talent.
If you can see here, there's a big piece of art from Bill Reed. He was from the tribe Haida. His work was selected to create an art piece by the government. It took almost 8 years for him to build that because he's living with the Parkinson disease. And it was on the old $20 bill. It represents the link between animals and the tribe. And you can see here a lot of animals that are in this tribe culture. They're all living together.
Here is the eagle representing United States, and here we can see the bear representing Russia. And as we go around, we can see the little tail and really cute. And here are the two bears. Like, this one is the bad one because he want to go out and like jump out of the boat. And here is the good one who wants to like say to everyone, I love you. He wants to stay with them. And you can see here a beaver. He represents our culture, so culture here in Canada. And as you go around and you and you go around, you can see a mouse here. She's hidden, but she's there. And it's really impressive when we look at all the details, and it's really huge.
You can see on the boat they're sitting on, it's a canoe. It's a little too small for all of them. It represents the stability of all the nature and the humans living together.
Alex Janvier is a native Canadian artist. He is a member of the Indian group of 7. He is a pioneer of contemporary Canadian Aboriginal art in Canada. He was born on the Gulf Reserve in northern Alberta in 1935. He received formal art training from the Alberta Institute of Technology and Art in Calgary. He also helped bring together a group of artists for the Indian of Canada pavilion at Expo 67. Among them was Norval Morisseau and Bill Reed. He currently runs a gallery called Janvier Gallery in Cold Lake, Alberta, with his family. The Morning Star is his most famous painting. Wow! Look at this beautiful painting on the ceiling!
This painting was painted by Alex Janvier. He took 3 months to paint the ceiling. With the colors, it represents the cohabitation between First Nations and the humans of today. The red part represents the war between First Nations and the Kalams. The yellow part represents the beginning of all the history of the First Nation. The blue part represents the contact between First Nation and the Kalams when they first arrived here. And the gray part represents the word of today.
To find a way to escape.
On the other way, we came from there.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
now.
amazing.
Now, we don't have to panic. We're lost in an old village.
And so amazing.
There are really a lot of things in this museum.
Yeah, let's go in.
Look, they look so real.
And there is
They
someone
are
in the
not. And out in the window.
They're fighting, I think. Oh my goodness.